Is Apple right now a buy, sell, or hold? This seems to be kind of a trending topic, so I want to talk about it today, especially since I've been investing in Apple since about 2016. Back then, I put about $10,000 into Apple, and each share was around $100. I think it was like $103. And as you can imagine, it's been doing pretty well. As I held Apple, it got up to about $400, and then just last year, we saw it split. I did make a video about this earlier, so if you haven't checked that out, definitely check that out, where I talk about the split and what's going to be happening with the stock. So I bought a lot just last March 2020, because I figured that you could pretty much buy anything at that point in time because I was banking on the US economy and that it was going to be rebounding, and that actually paid off. So in March, I did spend a lot of money investing into Apple stock. And I actually have the overall stock portfolio of my Apple is cost $39.57 a share. So that's because it split. You know, I bought most of it in the beginning at $100, and then I bought a lot more there around $60. So overall, once that split and once you add all that in, it's about $39.57 per share that I own. Now the shares are worth about $129. So I'll make sure that that is still valid. So as of right now that I'm recording this, Apple is sitting at $128.86. So I have a total quantity of 260 shares now. The market value of this is $33,508, and my unrealized gain is $23,218 for an increase of 225%. So I'm heavily invested here in Apple. This started off small. Like, I don't really like to buy individual stocks. This started off as an experiment, and you can see how it's just kind of exploded into something actually real. So I have a total of 260 shares, average price $39.57, and right now I'm receiving a dividend of about $450 per year. And of course, you know, you have to pay your tax on that, but $450, it's nice to have. So is it time to buy now or sell? So that's kind of the question I'm having here. I've never actually sold any Apple, but with an unrealized gain of $23,000, that can go a long ways. You know, do I want to put that investment into something else? Is there an ETF or a mutual fund or, possibly crypto? Or is there something that I need to buy for my house that I could use that $23,000 for? So I kind of just started to do some research here. So what got me thinking about this was Warren Buffett's recent statements. So he was saying that he sold a lot of Apple stock last year. He sold $11 billion worth last year, and he's kind of regretting it, which got me curious because Berkshire Hathaway, his company, is one of the largest holders of Apple. They own over 5% of the entire company. So he owns... he receives $791 million in just dividends alone every single year. $791 million in dividends. So he's a large stakeholder here. So anytime that he's going to be mentioning something about Apple, I'm listening to what he has to say. So once I started thinking about that, I looked in the other news and I looked at how Apple has been down this year in general since its high in January. So it's actually down 10% since a high of $143 this past January. So why is it down? Are they going to be able to rebound? What does history tell us? So when I was looking at the stock, Apple tends to rebound 8.5% once it goes down 10%, which started making me think, I need to look into reinvesting in here. So should I be adding to that 260 shares that I currently have? Once again, it's $129. I might be able to take some extra money that I have and invest here, and hopefully I'll be getting that 8.5%. Now here's the deal. You have to be a long-term investor in order to really reap the rewards. So once Apple has gone down 10% historically, it does rebound by about 8.5%, but this doesn't happen immediately. I can't tell you that it's going to happen this year. I can't tell you it's going to happen next year. However, the signs are pointing to this is going to rebound, and it's not going to be that far down the line. In my opinion, Apple this year has become more essential to people. You know, we've seen a lot of companies fail this year and last year because of, you know, whatever happened in 2020. So a lot of different companies have failed or shut their doors or continue to be remained closed. Also, a lot of people that kept their jobs are now working from home. You know, I work from home. I've always worked from home, so it hasn't really changed me. But I know a lot of my friends, they always went to an office. Now they find themselves working at home, and they've been doing this for over a year now. So they've become more tech savvy, and they've become more reliant on different phones and tablets and devices that they didn't have to use before. So in order for them to connect to their workplace from home, they're using a lot more technology. And more people are learning about tech, and they're turning to Apple because either it's the best choice for them or they think it's the best choice for them. So, you know, you hear Apple, you think high quality. And a lot of people are turning to Apple. They become more familiar with the equipment, they become more familiar with the technology, so they're switching to Apple. And now that they're stuck with Apple, they have a lot of returning customers. They have a large fan base for a reason. People return back to Apple year over year over year, buying their latest and greatest options. Either it's a phone, a tablet, or a computer. I think with the customer clientele becoming more technology savvy and relying from working from home, and businesses are going to be more open to that, more people are going to be continuing to buy this technology because they're getting used to it, and companies are becoming okay with you doing that. So I think that more people working from home, becoming more tech savvy, is just going to boom the market here. As more people get more into the office, I think that they're still going to be reliant on these products. Either they like the product or they're just told that they should be liking the product. Now, they're saying that Apple should be going up this year. I think that once the new iPhone will be coming out, it's hard to say what the new iPhone is going to be like. You know, we've seen over the years where they become a little bit faster, they become a little bit more powerful, they have a new camera. But how do you sustain that growth? How is Apple going to make a play here? Is it going to be with the iPhone? They definitely dominate that sector. However, are they going to be moving more into energy? Are they going to be moving into a car? Are they going to be moving into other types? It's just like Amazon has done. Amazon started with books, they went into movies. Now they literally sell everything. They even sell entertainment and they sell services. So is Apple already has Apple TV and that kind of thing, but are they going to be moving more into other areas where they can diversify themselves? It will be interesting to see exactly what their gameplay here, but as for now, I'm going to go ahead and stick with my shares. So I'm going to stick with my 260 shares. I've got a gain of $23,000. There's a lot that I can do with that, but for now, for me personally, I'm going to be holding on to this. It seems like I may go ahead and buy a few more shares. If I do so, I will let you guys know when I do that. But for right now, I'm kind of just holding out and seeing where the market goes because, you know, as I mentioned, Apple is down 10% this year. When are they going to be at the bottom? You know, it might be right now, but of course, it's very difficult to say. If I knew for sure, then everyone would go out and buy the shares. So I'm going to hold for now and just hope for the best and just see that gain continue to go up because I believe that the company is going to be around for a very long time. I appreciate your time. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button. We're going to be going over different things that I'm investing in, and I hope to see you guys there.